everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Halloween cakesicles. First, I'm going to start off by taking my cakesicle molds. You can get these off of Amazon and just type in mini cakesicle molds and they should pop up. And now I'm just wiping all of the insides out with vodka. This ensures that it will have a clean finish and surface. I'm going to be using the cakesicle molds one by one. I'm going to use 3 candy melts. I'm going to use orange, white, and dark chocolate. Now that I've wiped down my molds, I'm going to take the orange candy melts first, add them to a bowl, and melt them down. Now that it's melted down, I'm going to give it a stir so that it's not too hot, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of the orange candy melts to each of the molds. You can either add 2 thin layers or 1 thick layer. I prefer the thick layer just so that it takes less time. Once you're done adding the candy melts, you want to take your mold and gently bang it on the counter so that it's even, and then you're going to want to add your popsicle sticks. Before you add your popsicle sticks, take your spoon and use the back of it to make sure there are no holes in any of your molds, because if there are holes and you freeze them and take them out, they're going to be cracks. Now, place these in the freezer for 5 minutes. While that's in the freezer, we're going to do the same thing with the white candy melts. Lastly, I'm gonna repeat the same process one more time with the dark chocolate candy melts. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of the candy melts in each mold. Then I'm gonna gently tap it on the counter so that all of the air bubbles get out. And then I'm gonna make sure there's no holes and then insert the popsicle sticks. For your cakesicle filling, I'm using a yellow cake mix, but you can use any type of cake mix that you want inside of your cakesicle. And I baked it, let it cool, and now I'm going to crumble it until it resembles cake crumbs. And then I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons of vanilla buttercream. You're going to want to crumble this until it holds in a ball, and then you know it's ready. So keep mushing it around with your glove until it starts to hold together, and you'll see at the end it resembles a ball that stays together. Now that you have your cakesicle filling, you're going to want to insert it into your dried cakesicle molds. So I just took these out of the refrigerator, and I'm going to fill the mold about 3/4 of the way high, because you want a clean surface on top and you don't want any bumps. Make sure that the cakesicle filling is firmly pushed into each of the molds. Then I'm going to take the melted candy melts with the same color, and I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon on top of each mold, and then I'm going to spread it until it's fully covered. if you mess up by adding up too much to the sides, just make sure that there's no cake showing, but you can clean it up at the end with a butter knife. Now let's do the same thing for the white candy melts and the dark chocolate candy melts. Now that you're all done filling the bottom of your Cakesicle molds, we're going to take all of them out now. So mine's is dry. You can feel by touching the top if it's dry or not. And I peel the back of the mold and then I push forward with the popsicle stick. This ensures that I don't break it or make any cracks. Now that all of your Cakesicles are taken out of the mold, it's time to decorate. Now we're going to cut out a triangle piece of parchment paper to create a piping bag. We're going to melt down some more white chocolate candy melts, add it to the bag so we can create our spider webs. So the spider webs are really simple. I'm going to go ahead and create a big star on the top of the Cakesicle, and then I'm going to go ahead and go around the edges, and then I'm going to go again inside the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the third one, and for the fourth one I'm gonna go ahead and create an L, and then I'm gonna have 2 lines sticking out of the L, and then I'm going to go in the middles 4 times. I didn't show the second one because I had to go back and fix it. I'm gonna go ahead and use the same piping bag with the white candy melts and make my mummy and pumpkin Cakesicle. So I'm just gonna go back and forth on the white Cakesicles, and then I'm gonna go again sideways to give the mummy effect. And then for my pumpkin Cakesicles, I'm gonna go ahead and create a stem. And then I didn't have green candy melts, so that's why I'm using white. And I'm going to take some green sprinkles to make them green. If I would have had green dye, I would have dyed the white candy melts. But if you have green candy melts or green dye, I would go ahead and do that because I know it looks better. Now that my pumpkin stems are done, I'm going to take my mummy Cakesicles and I'll add some eyeballs. So I'm just going to add a circle of the white chocolate, and then later I'm going to go back and put the dark chocolate in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out another small piece of parchment paper, and I'm gonna add the dark chocolate to it. I'm gonna use this for the last white one and then for my pumpkin cakesicles. So I'm gonna add 3 triangles for the face, and then I'm gonna do different faces at the bottom. For my last white cakesicle, I'm gonna go ahead and create a spider hanging from a web, which I thought was really cool. So I'm gonna make an almond shaped, and then I'm gonna make the legs and then have it hanging from the web. Feel free to mix and match however you like. You can make more pumpkins or you can make more spiders, however you like it. So here is a picture of the final results of all of the cakesicles together. So I have my spider webs at the top, my mummies and spider in the middle, and then my pumpkins at the bottom. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and in the comment section, tell me what you would like to see from me.